Hello, everyone, Rand here. Today we're looking at the unattached garage that is on my place here. I don't believe I ever actually really showed the inside of this here, so this is what the inside looks like, just a two-stall, relatively narrow garage here. We can fit both vehicles in here, but there's not a whole lot of space on the sides, and it is pretty much right to the back wall. I don't know if this is considered the back wall because there's another room back behind there, but the back wall here, whatever you want to call it. And then everyone, we got this weird half-height cutout here. We're going to be working on fixing that here today, by the way, so that's going to be the rest of this video. But first things first, thought I'd show you folks the garage here. So it does have a garage door opener, like I said, two-stall garage, concrete floor. We won't talk about that. Coming back to that later at some point. So yes, anyway, this one, I actually got the story from the person that owned the house before here. What this is, his dad bought a truck. The truck was too long to fit in the garage here, so what they did is they cut the back wall out. So that is the story behind this, everyone. Otherwise, yeah, I would never guess, like, why is there a weird half height? But that apparently, everyone, is the story. His dad bought a truck. It was too long, so in order to get it to fit, they cut the back wall out, and there's like a little workroom back here. Duck down here a minute. Not much of a space, but, ooh, ow, hit my head on the shelf up there. So yeah, not much of a space in here, but just a little bit of space. You can work on stuff. Has a chimney on it there, and an old stove. The stove's not hooked up, probably for reasons it's probably not hooked up. I'm guessing in order to sell the place, they probably had to unhook it, and yeah, I don't think I'd be using that anyway. So anyway, there's the back of the garage oven. So we're gonna get started on hopefully cutting this out here. Oh, and I just realized there's an electrical outlet in that. I'm gonna have to do something with that, aren't I? Okay, noted. Yeah, gonna have to adjust that. So anyway, we're gonna cut this out, raise this up. Back on this side here, I've got a couple of 2x8s we're hopefully going to run across the top here. Probably put some bracing up here. Probably need some bracing on that side as well. I mean, all they got now is just a 2x4 in it. One single, there's a two. I think it's just one single 2x4 there, everyone. And then they got this one board that's running across here. So if that's held up for the last 50 years, I think a couple of 2x8s that we're going to put up there should be more than good enough. Okay, well, we got the video sped up by 16 times here. This project took just a little over an hour to complete here. We're working on removing the electrical here and then pulling off some of the boards that the previous owner, I'm assuming, nailed up there for support. Again, just some cross beams there. There you can see the one 2x4 that's running across them. That's all that's supporting that, essentially. You know, again, we got the whole back wall is just solid wood, so I'm sure that that really helps. Of course, we'll be cutting that out here in just a few minutes once we get into it. Again, prying out some of the boards. There you can see on the one side there, they had three separate pieces of 2x4. Looks like they just scabbed together to make up what they needed. Prying out some more boards on the other side there, nails. Definitely had some big old nails in there. We got that cross piece out now. You got my brother and my dad helping me on this project here. So the three of us working on it went quite smoothly, I would say. There we are, trying to figure out how we're going to hook up power here again because I got the breaker turned off, so we had to go quick rewire that switch, turn the power back on so we could use the saw out there. Putting in two 4x posts, one on each side there to help support the 2x8s. Getting those cut here in a minute. We'll get those screwed in. Put some 3-inch screws there in from the other side of that 2x4 into the 4x4. Just help hold it in place for the most part. Got the 4x4 cut for the other side as well. For some reason, Evan, it doesn't quite look straight. We measured them both the same length, but I don't know. Possible maybe the concrete on that side settled a little bit. Who knows? High in the middle. No idea, one. But anyway, it doesn't quite look straight. It's measured the same, though. Measured now there for the top pieces. Cutting the 2x8s for the top. This is, I think it was just under an 8-foot opening, if I remember correctly, we got going in here. Yeah, you can see from there, but it doesn't look straight. I'm not sure why. Maybe possibly something with that rafter isn't quite straight. No idea. If you look at the board running across them, it looks like we are level based on that. There we are, cutting up the sidewall there with the Sawzall. And then we're trying to figure out how we're going to cut the 2x4s that are coming down there yet. Ended up trying to cut those with the Sawzall. That seemed like that worked out pretty good, you know, trying to cut them straight. Went and marked them there, so hopefully I had a straight line across, cut them as straight as possible. Now this part was fun. I went knocking out the back wall. That was actually kind of fun. Got the one 2x4 cut out. Moving on to the next ones there. And then for some reason this one has 2 boards on it. Don't know why. The one 2x4 only goes like part way up, so I'm not sure why. There was a second 2x4 in there, but anyway, there was. We had to notch out the one corner of this 2x8. There was a wire in the rafter up there, so that's why it's angled on that one side. Didn't quite fit, but we got it to fit there, hammered it in. We wanted a nice tight fit. That way everyone, the 2x4s up above were actually like resting on it. We didn't want like a loose fit up there, so ended up hammering it into place, which I think was probably good, hopefully. And there you can see having 2. It doesn't look like it's level, but it should be. Well, at least it's measured the same height on either side. Let's put it that way. Finishing up there, putting some screws and everything. And now, time to clean up everyone. I think it turned out pretty good. Oh yeah, we're working on getting that 2x6 across the bottom taken out there. Sawzawed that out. And then once we're done, I'm going to put that 2x6 on the other side, so just not quite as much of a hump on the other side there to cross when it comes to the lawnmower. Again, I'm going to put the lawnmower on the other side here. I don't know why, but they got the concrete on the other side here and poured, oh, I don't know, probably 3-4 inches lower than this side for some reason. And also, apparently, however much concrete they got, maybe like, I'm guessing like 2 inches of concrete on the other side. When I went to put the screws in to hold the board down, everyone, maybe 1 inch or 2 of concrete is all I drilled through, really, to put those screws in. Started drilling, just went right through. It's like, okay, well, that concrete's not very thick, is it? And then we got mostly everything cleaned up. Okay, well, I think we're going to call that a completed project there, and I think that turned out pretty good. So much nicer just being able to walk back here, boom, not having to hit my head or, bend way over to get through there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, that is a whole lot better. Again, I don't know why they just didn't do that like right away the first time, but that's the way the original homeowner did it, I guess. I just cut halfway up and called it good. And yeah, obviously didn't like that. We took the board off the bottom there, got that screw down here, Evan. So hopefully I'm going to park the lawnmower back here. Lawnmower's in the back shed at the moment, which has a wooden floor, and I don't want to park it back there come wintertime. Fine at the moment, everyone, dry and mowing lawn and stuff, but come wintertime, yeah, I don't want to park the wet lawnmower on that wooden floor in there. So that's hopefully we're going to put the lawnmower back there, and then yeah, just drive out and clean the driveway when the time comes. Got a little bit of electrical to do yet. That'll probably be another video sometime, or I'll just do it sometime. We need to clean that up a little bit, get that taken care of. But yeah, when that project turned out really good, just again, a couple 2x8s across the top there, a couple 4x4 posts, so I don't think that's going to go anywhere considering, again, everyone, considering they all only had, what, a 2x4 running across there. They had another 2x4 running this way, and then they did have a I think that was a 2x6. Yeah, 2x6, yep. 2x6 that was running across the top there, kind of like a header board, but wonder if I should put that back up there. That shouldn't be necessary because this is like 1 inch or 3/4 inch, something like that. It's probably considered 1 inch. Boards, solid boards running across there. So, yeah, they don't build them like that anymore. That is for sure. So, again, everyone, thanks for watching. Comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. We're getting there, everyone. Little projects at a time. Starting to make it better.